welcome everybody to Mark's Basement Arcade Chat and EM Repair. Got my cool Dave's Arcade shirt, and I got my cool Dave's Arcade mug that matches my shirt. I was at tournament yesterday, and this was some of the cool door prizes I got. So, well, the shirt that I bought, but I got the mug as a cool door prize. So I'm gonna use the mug to drink my half and half. So anyways, today we're gonna work more on this. Hey, what's up, Ryan? We're gonna work more on this relay board. I did not do jack to it all week. I've been busy working on the Skylab one, because as you know, this is just a stream project, and the Skylab one was one that well, I can pound out real quick and get out the door real quick because I've done one before, so I don't need to document it, and I can just pound it out. But this one's going to be a little different. Once I get these two steppers rebuilt, I'm going to document this flasher unit stepper thingamabob for YouTube. Just because it's so odd, I haven't seen one before, so I want to do that one separately. But yeah, yesterday was a busy day, 13-round tournament, and I tied for 11th place, which was pretty amazing on my half. I did not think I would be that high up. I thought I'd be, I don't know, out of 36 people, I thought I'd be in the high 20s, mid to high 20s, hoping. But yeah, it was crazy that I got, what do you call it? Yes, all these bow and arrow videos are on my YouTube channel. They have their own special playlist. So everything that I'm doing here, as soon as I'm done, I edit a couple little parts out of it, like that very long beginning. I edit that out, and then the very end where it says thanks for watching, stream starting soon, and thanks for watching, I edit those out, and then I upload the whole thing to YouTube. So everything that we're going to be doing here will be on YouTube. But if you're interested in Bally, I do have a Captain Fantastic that I did, so you can maybe learn something off that one. And as soon as Solar Fire is done, I am doing a whole series on Bally Knight Rider. So, and that one is it's been here and gone, but I did a segment on every single little unit, doodad, doohickey, gadget on that machine. So every little thing I rebuilt and documented on video, where you can get like right up like that and see it. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know if I'm gonna use the overhead camera, just because it's not in a great spot. I think if I grab you right here by your neck, bring you over here. No, I think if I grab by the neck of my stand and bring it over here and zoom it in, I think I can get a better angle on a lot of this rebuilding. I don't know. I should just move all my stuff over as much as I can, but I can't. So this is actually in the best spot I can get it. So anyways, I guess I really need to clean my basement up. Move this up on higher legs. Alright, where are we? I want to get this board off and lay it out of the way first. I think that'll be a good thing to do right away. just to get it right out of my way. That way you guys can see more of what I'm doing. And since this will be out of my way, I can work a little easier. I was just in that wood good. Wood good. I'm a poet and I don't know it. That little stand comes off there. That should come like that. Throw you there. You. Oh, I got ones in the middle. Didn't even know that. Which makes sense. This being such a long piece of wood that it should have a brace in the middle. Alright, let's see how. Oh yeah, so much more room. And there's another wire that has no end right here. And here's another one. This is crazy, Bally. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where are we? Right here. Right here. Another one. Just another ended wire, which wraps right around from here. Another dead end wire that has no use. I thought I saw a couple more also when I was looking at the harness. Yeah, there's two more right here. Right here on the bottom. Which is crazy. And there's one, two, there's a whole bunch right here. Right here, you can't really see it, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6. At least 6 wires here that have no ending. This wire that goes through here goes right here. This is another one I wanted to research too. Where does this go? Don't tell me this is the wire. No. This one right here goes. Jesus. This is crazy. So this wraps back around. And it comes back through here like this. And it folds over. Like that. And then it goes through here. It goes to here. And here. And then it goes to here. Okay, this wire is just a 100% dead wire. Right here. This is just a 100% dead wire in the game. That goes nowhere. Look at that. One whole wire that was just in a harness for nothing. It is crazy. And I'm hoping all these other ones are the same thing. But they've been tucked under here and taped up forever. So they gotta have, you know, no, what do you call it, end in sight. And one of them is that colored. It is crazy how Bally did this. They just had all these extra wires in the game that dead ended and went nowhere. There's one here too, another one. Where does that go? That goes all the way over there. Hey, I bet you if I ohm tested that wire, this one and that one are exactly the same. I'm gonna do that later on. I have this other wire here. A lot of these look like the exact same color wires just about that are over here that have no end to them. And this one I can see goes all the way through the harness, up and around, and I got two more over here. One of them looks like the wire over there. It's just crazy. They must have had so many like add-ons that they were gonna do to these games that just never, came true, and they just like, well, we'll just leave this stuff in a harness and we'll just, leave it. So yeah, I got all these wires here. It's crazy why they would do this. I've never had this on a game before. So many dead end wires. And this was another one of them too, I think. Yeah, they just go nowhere. Alright, let's get done thinking about that. Let's see if we can get you right here. I need to get a marker so I can mark this as the top. That's how I do steppers. I need to get my wrench too. Which is this one, I believe. I think it's this one. No, Bally used the screwdriver, so we don't need that. Alright, let's get boogieing. Stepper. First I want to do, it's working pretty good. See if I can get you guys in here better. Lower the legs. Get you down lower, possibly. Let's do that. Too low. A little bit too low. Put it right there. Where are we? Right here. That's probably a lot better. A little bit lower camera. And you guys can see it a little bit easier. And I'll try to stay off on the side. I want to see how it goes up and down, which it goes down really good. Except for we had a little sticking there. Yeah, we're getting sticking. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Can't go anymore. What is this, ball count unit? Yep. First step would be game over, I'm assuming. 1 ball, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that would be 5. We're always on ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we on? Game over. Ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. How is that working? That'd be game over. Reset. Okay, that'd be game over. Up to up one. Switches are closed. And then ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Got it figured out now. Alright. So what we're going to do first is I want to unloosen these 2 screws that hold it. There's 2 on the back. These appear to be machine screws, so that means there's something in the board that they screw down into. And yes, they are. So there's like rivets in the board. You can't really see it, but does it really matter that much? Just trust me, there's rivets in the board that this screws down to. Now we're going to take the marker, and what I want to do, we know this is the top right here. So I want to go on here, as you can see the fingers of this, which is going to be pretty easy to do. But I'll just mark on one of them. And this marker seems just about garbage. Yeah, it's pretty much garbage. But it's good enough for right now. I'm going to put just more marks on it. But we should be able to figure that out. I hope between you and I we can. But I do need my camera. So I have to move you anyways. I need my camera so... Oops, sorry. So I can get pictures. Alright. So we're going to take the screw out right here. There we go. And I'll probably need my screwdriver. I don't know yet. Yes. Sometimes if you try taking out these screws, it will spin the whole assembly. I know, like a lot of Williams it will. But this one I'm holding and it seems to be not spinning the whole unit, which is good. I'm just going to put these here. This should come right out. Yeah, this is all keyed really good. Now, I go like this. Should be able to see it really nice. Take my camera. And I'm going to take pictures. Always take pictures. No matter how many times you rebuild things. Always take pictures of everything. So right now, something could happen, some emergency could happen, and I would have to take off. And let's say I can't get back to this for a week or two. Are you really thinking you're going to remember how this exactly went back together? If you've done a lot of them like me, you probably can, but if you really haven't, your best bet is to take a bunch of pictures and then you got them later on. I just want to get my super lube for cleaning that I forgot to grab earlier. Alright, we got our pictures. What we're going to have to do now is I'm going to take this switch off because it's going to be in my way. So there's 2 screws right here. I'm going to take off so I can lay this out of my way. Just to make things easier for me and easier for you. Actually more easier for me, as you'll see. Ooh, and it's got a plate on it. I'm going to have to remember that. What I'm going to do is take the screw, put it back through here, and then screw it onto the plate like this. So I can see that's how it originally attached back on. That's out of my way. Next thing, this one right here is going to be totally in my way. This whole switch assembly. So I have to get this gear off, and as you can see, this is going to be in my way too. So, and of course they used flathead on that. So, what is this? Part Gottlieb machine here. Gottlieb is the one who loved flathead. I don't know what you guys call them. I call them flathead. Other people might call them something else, but I grew up calling these flathead screws. Flathead and Phillips. Phillips is like the hex pattern, and flathead is or slotted. This one, I am going to do this though. These screws, we'll take these out. I'm going to put them back in the switch. I'm going to put this plate back on the bottom and then screw them together like this. I know I'm probably blocking you. This is why I make other videos and upload them to YouTube, like my Knight Rider that's coming up, so you can get a better view. Alright, that is completely out of the way now. As you can see, I got it tucked down off to the bottom, and this gear can be easy access now. Spring, it's just going to pull up right here. We're going to count how many times it's wrapped around. We got 1, we got 2, and we got almost 3. That I should be able to pull straight out now. Set that off to the side. These springs will come right off like that. Now we got hairpin clips here. These I highly recommend, when you get one off, put it in a little baggie, go to the hardware store and buy yourself some more, because they're easy to lose. Very easy to lose. Alright, we got that off. I can't get these off because of Bally's design on how the plungers have a hole through them, and these link assemblies have a rod on them, so the plungers will actually hold these down. So in order to get them off, I have to take the coils off. And note right here that there was a ground wire assembly on there. So I think I'm just going to leave that screw in there and bend it out of my way. There's the coil stop fell off. So now this I can pull straight forward like that. The coil comes out, that plunger comes out, which is like that. And it's got this weird plastic end on it. I don't know what they really did it for. Does it save money, or I don't know why they did that exactly. But the plungers are a little bit skinnier than the coils, but they like make up the difference with that funny end on them. So these screws here will go over there. Everything is greasy already. You can see my fingers. And then this will just lift up like that and come off. Now these pieces, a little wiggling, it will come right off. Now we can start to, what the hell was that? Oh, solder. A glop of solder just fell off. We get our coil stops, which are usually every Bally I worked on, they're just like in beautiful shape. Plunger will come out. Here we go. This will go back with it. We got to get this coil stop out. Alright, that one is going to be a little sticker. So, forgot what I used to pound them things out with. That one come out. I haven't had a stuck coil sleeve in so long. It's been crazy. Oh, drill bit. I gotta go get my drill bits. Drill bits, drill bits. Gotta get my drill bits. It's gonna be in one of these piles. Can't remember which one it was in. Oh, that's what it was. That's what I used to get them out. I forgot. It's been so long since I had a stuck coil sleeve. And that's this is a Craftsman 9mm, part number 44406. And that is the exact same size as the coil. Ta-da. Comes out just like that. Alright, that was fun. Now these we're going to clean off. We got to clean all this junk off. So, Miss Dippin' Donuts, thank you again. As you can see, I'm still getting use of all paper towels you've given me. This is naphtha. I just put it in that bottle that my buddy Mike gave me because it's easy application. It's quick for me. It's harder to spill. I can seal it up. I can do little precise drops. And Mike had bought a bunch of them for some reason. I can't remember what for. But he gave me a bunch of them. And so I took 2 of them. I used one for alcohol and one for naphtha. And they work great. So anybody got any questions? Or are you just chilling back and watching? This we're just cleaning all off with the naphtha. As you can see, it is dirty. But yeah, it's nasty. So Midwest Gaming Classic, March 31st through April 2nd this year. who is going? I still got to do my giveaway thing yet. I got a contest going. Well, it's over, but I still have to pick the winner for $100. I still got to do that. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I could do that before MGC. I could do that soon. But yeah, who's going to MGC? I'll be there every day. I'll be there before show. The days you can't ever get in there unless you're working there or you're a distributor or something. I'll be there those days. I'll be there after it closes. I'll be there when it opens. I'll just be there. Just like Michael Jackson said, I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call Mark's Basement Arcade. I'll be there. Damn, this side's gross and nasty. It's just all the dust throughout all the years. It's just nobody cleans these things. That's why I clean them. Because this machine, I have doubt, has ever been this far apart since it was brand new. I highly doubt somebody went as far as I am right now to clean it and get the muck and guck off of it like I am right now. I highly doubt somebody has done that in all these years. But can you blame them? This is a lot of work to do what I'm doing. This is another reason why I'm doing it, is because nobody else wants to do it. But this is another way I can guarantee a game to work for a mighty long time. As you can see, I'm just going over every little part, wiping them clean. Let me get these springs. There's my junk. Springs. But yeah, Midwest Gaming Classic is going to be a blast this year. Be some new games revealed. No, don't ask me. I don't know what is coming up. I know from rumors, from what I have seen, and stuff that I have seen, I can guess what's going to be there. I can't say 100% it's going to be there. But I believe American Pinball's new pinball machine will be in MGC. This is my thoughts. This isn't anybody else's thoughts. I believe it will be there. Just from things I have seen, heard. So I believe it will be there. I will believe the new Deadpool will be there. Not Deadpool. Well, that might be there too. What is it? Not Deadpool. Foo Fighters. How did the hell did I get those two mixed up? I believe the Foo Fighters will be there. This, like I said, these are my thoughts. I don't know for sure. I'm guessing. Just because. I have no way to prove any of this. It's just things I'm guessing. Scooby-Doo will be there. Scooby-Doo's got to be there. It's totally got to be there. Just because people are already getting it. So why wouldn't it be at MGC? That one, I guarantee that will be there. Like I said, people are getting it delivered already. It's on location already in certain places. So why wouldn't it not be at MGC? They're right here in Wisconsin. These are actually really clean. Okay, I believe this is as clean as I'm going to get it. I want to get a little bit in there better. Hard for me to do that. I need a Q-tip. And always tighten your bottle back up, because you will knock it over eventually. Yeah, it's still dirty in there. Not anymore. Another thing, plastic to metal. Look at that big glop of grease right there. Look at that. It's like earwax. It was so big. Plastic to metal needs no lubrication. Zero lubrication. None at all. Not even a little bit. We're going to clean all the buttons off here, the rivets. Green 3M scrubby pad. And just go back and forth over them. This one might be too soft to clean. My phone blanked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him. I got some board questions on one of my boards. I got a Matahari. It's got that Bally stern MPU in it. The board's in really good condition, except for all the sockets are garbage. They got the brown sockets. But I want to see if I can get them sent to me. So I forgot to send the board in. There. Those are nice and clean now. See how pretty they are. Now this, we're gonna clean these two. I'm gonna flip it over, hold my finger on it like that, keep some pressure on it, and then wipe it. The reason why I'm doing it like this is because I don't want to go like this and bend it. I want to keep pressure on my finger so I can push on it really hard to clean the tip off. But I'm not going to bend it as I do it. That one's a stubborn little one. That one just didn't want to clean. All right. Clean, 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 clean. Now, what finger do I got that's clean? It's usually one of these two that's always clean on me. We're just doing the rivets on this. As you can see, I'm just taking my super lube, wiping those rivets. I want to clean this off too. Is that right on there now? Like that. Clean. Clean. Alright. Now since I put the super lube, I'm going to wipe it off. I just want a microscopic level of super lube on these rivets. So I rub it on and then wipe it off, and that will leave just a very thin little itty bitty layer on that stepper. Alright, this is clean. This is riveted together. I cannot take that apart to do anything to it. It's metal to metal. So this is why I use super lube in a pen. It's liquid, it's more of an oil instead of a grease. You can use this for spinners too. But I like it because it will get right down into the areas I can't get to. There. Fling it around like that, and we'll get all the grease behind it. Enough. Alright. Now, woohoo! I'm going to put a little grease here, a little grease here, a little grease here, and a little grease here, because those are all metal to metal contacts. I want everything that's metal to metal contact have just a light coating of the grease on it. Very light. As you can see, I just put a little bit on my finger, and it's just enough to smear over everything. I didn't go crazy on it or anything. This will go back. This will go back here first, I believe. That didn't matter. This will go back here. Actually, yes, it did. First. Second. Right in there. And that's got to sit right like that. Taking these, what do you call it, hairpin clips, and I'm wiping the grease, the thick grease off of them. That, since I did lubricate that, there is still a little grease on there. So these, I'm not lubricating because they're, well, I greased that shaft, so why do I need to lubricate them? Now these, we'll take our new coil stops. Did I put them in here? No. I got them around here somewhere. Here they go. Not coil stops, coil sleeves. Put the new ones in. These replacement ones I use will be a little bit longer, but that's okay because the stroke that these are doing is what matters the most. And if the coil sleeve is a little bit longer, as long as it gets the stroke it needs, which is okay. I believe once this gets together, that stroke that we're going to get out of it is perfect. Haven't had an issue with using the longer Williams sleeves on a Bally before, and I doubt I'm gonna now, because the little bit of stroke you get out of this, it's never gonna run into the sleeve, as you can see here. Even all the way, as far as this goes back, the coil, the plunger, let me get one right here. The plunger is hitting the stop, right like that. It's hitting the stop before it hits the sleeve. So that's why I know I can use these longer coil sleeves that are Williams ones on a Bally. I try to buy as much of one kind as I can that's more universal for every game, versus just buy Gottlieb ones or just buy Williams ones. If I can buy Williams ones that work on everything, that's what I buy. I can buy Gottlieb coil sleeves that work on every machine, then I buy just a Gottlieb one. Sometimes they're just a little bit shorter, sometimes they're a little bit longer, but as long as they got that clearance, like right here. This is actually a Bally sleeve I'm using on the shorter ones, and this is what do you call it, a Williams sleeve I'm using. And here's the difference right here. That's my drawer. It's only that much difference, but they work. That's all that matters, as they work. Alright, I do want to... I don't think that's going to matter right there. Yes. I want to get my toothbrush. Clean these off just a little bit better. And it's right over here, I bet. Yes. Because I had it when I was you had to get that socket to get the coil sleeve out. I'm only worried about these couple teeth right here, because these are the only ones that we're working with. All these here, no use. We're not using them at all. Let's do this. Wipe that off. And then we'll wipe these off. Yeah, we're only using like 6 of these right here. So there's no use to need any other ones. Now you'll see that there's a stop right here. It's right where my thumb is. Is this thing on autofocus? Yes, it is. There's this little stop, and it's going to hit this right here, and that's what you want it to do. So I always put it, it's also lined up right next to this, right there. It's always near that. So I'm going to do it so it's before it, push it through. and then it will spin and stop right at it. So let's get this. Let's get you right in there. So we're going to do 3 winds. That's 1, 2, that's 3. Shoot. It's probably going to be, that's going to be way too much because the spring turned. Plus I got to put the other springs on. Those got to go on first. Like that. Alright. And let's look at my picture to see where that notch was. Photo. Two away. Hey, it's in the right spot. I'm just looking to see where this was. As you can see in my picture, we get that knob, open, open, knob, open, open, and that's where that one went. Alright. That's 1, 2. I'm going to do 2. Since we got this rebuilt, I think 3 is going to be too much. Feels good to me. Feels like it's got enough tension in me. Let's put this back on here. Now remember, we made that little black mark, which is right here. That will line up with the top. Right like that. The screw. I'm just looking right now, turning it, because I want to see how all these tabs line up with each other. And when one goes, like when this one goes here, this one lines right up, and they all line up perfectly with each other, which is good. And that's what we want. Can't go no more because we had that notch there. Push the button. Full reset. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Let's get the buzzer. If you don't know what the buzzer is, you haven't been watching me a lot. The buzzer is a Harbor Freight generic Dremel. Right here. My buddy Dave Brennan gave me this when he came and visited me on a stream. That's why I call it the buzzer. So, alright. We got this one we gotta clean off. That's it. We just cleaned the electrical contacts on it. So now we're going to finagle this, and now you understand why I put the screws in. It started to fall itself apart. You always want to put those screws back in. I just had one fall apart the other day. And it was a pain in the butt. And I had to look at all my pictures I took to line it back up correctly. And I looked through all my pictures and I never took a picture of it. So then I had to go into one of my machines and see how it was stacked on one of my machines, and then restack it back properly on like how it was, which was a total pain in the butt. So then I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, see, you tell everybody to take pictures and you did it yourself. Alright, that goes like that. Now this is probably going to be where you're in my way, because I got to put screws in. Here we go. There's one. There's two. Let's get this all lined up good. Yeah, I got something going on here. It's not going flat like it should be. I know I'm in a way. I have to take it apart. I can't push it down. Get you out of my way. There's metal, there's like plastic post in here that slide down through, and everything is not lining up because it moved. Not getting the top post to line up anymore. Here we go. Get up there. Come on. There we go. You're like, no, jeez. I'm gonna have to tighten these up. I have to take this all apart. Inside the stacks here, there's like a plastic liner that goes between everything that holds everything straight and together. And when I let it get loose, it all slid around and decided to do its own thing. And now nothing is lining up properly. There we go. There we go. Finally. Yes, yes, yes. Switch stacks are a pain in the butt. Good. That's why I recommend putting the screws back in them. This one just started falling apart because I didn't have it tight all the way, like the one did to me on the other day. Good. There we go. It's back together. I wish I could have shown you exactly what I was talking about, but once you mess with a switch stack, you'll understand. All right. Come on. I'm sorry, but this is giving me a fun time. You'd think just screwing some screws together into a stack would be easy. There we go. But like I said, the switch stack fell apart on me internally, and now it's a bear to get it back straight. But now it's straight. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, that was funny. Like I said, you can see the stack is... You can't really see. Where's the other one? This one. Right here. Inside the switch stack, where the screws go through it, there's actually two plastic tubes. There's a plastic tube on each side, and it's used as a spacer, like for these leaves here, just in case this is grounded, so it doesn't actually activate the switch. So there's like a plastic liner that goes through each one of these little wafers of wood and keeps everything centered and spaced. What happened was this stack got loose, and then the top stacks got, since it got loose, they did whatever they wanted to do, and they fell over to the side. And when I tightened it, it pushed the whole tube stack in the middle wonky really bad. So, and that totally screwed me up, and that's why I had to take the whole thing apart and adjust it to put it back together. So that was a pain in the butt right there. I would have loved showing you it, but I couldn't. Because I really needed to get my eyes in there to see it as best as I could. As soon as I screw this down, I want to look at my pictures, make sure I put that on there correctly. I have done that too, where I put that on wrong, and it's right. Forgot this is Phillips. Now, let's verify to make these sure these switches here. I don't know if you can see them. That's as tight as I can get. Make sure these switches open as they should and these close as they should. So now what do I got that is going, that's binding? Did I put that on right? Yeah, it's on right. Then why isn't it hitting that? Do I have it all lined up on the back? Yeah. It's hitting the stop, but it's not hitting these switches. They should be. Is they're correct. They're not upside down, are they? No. this should be hitting that. Did I put this? 6. Yes. Why isn't that it hitting? Do they not do anything? I'm going to have to go back and probably watch this video from the beginning. Every picture I have, it's showing it is on there correctly. You guys see anything that I did wrong? Oh, just wait. There we go. That's what I did wrong. Dum da dum dum. I put the switch stack on wrong. That's what I did. See? That's why we take pictures. That's why I say over and over, take pictures. Now when I looked at my picture correctly, you can totally see what I did wrong. Okay. This, I don't want it to fall apart again. There you can see those a little bit better, the black. Stay together. I put the switch stack on wrong. There. It was supposed to go under that tab, not over it. Now I know I don't work on this game much. I have a problem with animal droppings and stuff, and they make me itch. So there's something that is on this game that is making my arms itch. Like something might have peed on here. I know I'm in your way. Something might have peed on here a long time ago. So I remember when my kids had hamsters and stuff, I would go through this with my sneezing and scratching. There we go. So the switch stack here, I had it on top of this bar instead of underneath it. And there, now we're getting it to open like it should. One click and it's closed. And it's opening. Good. Perfect. This is working perfect. That's working perfect. Because this was like really close to that, and I was trying to figure out why. And it's just because instead of having the switch stack down here and the mounting plate right here, I took the switch stack and I put it on top of the mounting plate. So therefore it was like a half an inch away from this bump here. And another reason why I say take pictures. And the thing is, I even looked at the pictures and I'm like, what's wrong? You know, it's in the right spot. And then I looked really close and I seen that the mounting bracket, it was above the bracket instead of underneath the bracket. And we're getting full reset, which we need. A smooth full reset. And this thing is 100% working perfect again. What I think we're gonna do is do this. Put that there. Take that out so we can do that. Because what I want to do is get in here and clean all this off really super good. And since now I got this out of the way, I can get under here and do all the vacuuming and stuff like that. So, next thing, I don't think we need to rebuild this stepper because, do you want to watch another? Hey, what's up, Pinball? You guys want to watch me do a different one? This is basically the same except for the wipers on the back are like a whole bunch of fingers instead of little points like the other one was. I'll show you. But I don't think you guys really want to watch another one. Like I said, this one's different. It's just got... It's the same basic thing, except it's just got a bunch and it just spins around the exact same way. And then resets. If you really, really want to. What's up, Org Dog? And Pinball. Tim, what's up? So do we really want to rebuild this one, or do we want to move on to something else? I'm going to leave that right there. But I'm going to take the screw out. So I think what we're going to do instead, I'm just going to get that crap out of my way. Let's do this. We're going to move to the most scary, dreadful thing on a planet is the score motor. Everybody sees these switches and it scares the crap out of them on cleaning them. It scared the crap out of me too when I first did these. I'm like, man, you got to take all that off and clean it. It's a pain in the butt. Not anymore. One of my buddies showed me this trick. We're going to clean it this way. We got the switch stack off now. I can just get in there with my Dremel tool and buzz all of them clean in seconds. What time is it? I'm waiting for my clock to get normal. 3:16. Come on. So 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And we got all them switches clean. 3 minutes. You know how long that used to take me? It took me well over an hour to do that. And I just did the whole thing in 3 minutes. And I bet you almost every switch on here I probably will not need to readjust. 3 minutes. And I did all that. The gears, I really personally don't take these boxes apart. They're just a pain. I haven't had any that were bad. Everything seems to be good on here. I'll use a little 3-in-1 motor oil. Let me get that. I haven't had a gearbox where I had to tear apart yet. I've only heard of a couple of people that needed to. I actually ran out of the motor, but I have this. I have to get I have to get some new motor stuff. But I use this, but it needs to be for the motor. And you can put a couple drops on there. I ran out of the motor. So this is what I had before, but I use this for my rock tumbler. I put some of that in there. But normally you can get the one that just says for motor. This one is not, so I don't use it, but it does show. It does show like a drill on it, but I'm just going to get a new bottle of the motor one. I ran out of it. I don't know. I think I did knocked it over and most of it spilled. But these gearboxes, I have taken them apart on other machines like World Cup Soccer and I think Hurricane because they were so damn noisy, and I packed them with Super Lube, and I had no issues. But for the little motor here on the end, this one is a little sticky, so I need to get some of this, but the kind that's made for motors. It doesn't matter how they spin. See how you can see how this one it's spinning so nice and free. There's nothing like dirty. It's a perfectly working system. But now with this off, I'll lay that backwards like that, and I'll get in here with a towel and I'll rub between each one of these. I'll probably use a little Windex and just go between them and clean them all off to get them nice and pretty. I'll probably take this off the rest of the way and take this bottom plate off so I can clean the whole bottom area under there. So that's dirty as crap too. But you can see this thing's spinning really perfectly by itself. And it's quiet. No, it doesn't matter a placement because it's always going to find itself home, because these switches here determine where the machine's going to be at home when you're done. Because let's say your power goes out and you're in the middle of a game. This is like if you're in the middle of like a bonus, this is running and it will just stop wherever it's at. And then when you turn the machine on, you ever turn the machine on and it goes da-da-da-da, and it does that? Well, it's the score motor finding its home. So yeah, you can I can set this right in the middle of wherever and then screw this back down and it will find its own home. But yeah, when you screw it back down, just try to be, you know, gentle about it and make sure you're not like smashing it real hard. I am actually going to put it back down just to hold the screws. Like that for right now. But actually, I made a video about how to do this a while ago. But this thing, you only want to spin it one way. There. Now you can see that they're starting to do their thing a little bit. Now they're starting to, they're finding their home. I'm going to tighten that down. There. They're happy where they're at. So wherever I leave this, like right here, once I turn the machine on, this machine, it will find its home. Wherever it needs to start out at, it will find itself. But I'm putting it back together like that because I want to get this plate off later on and clean it, because this will hold it together from falling apart and doing crazy things. This I never take out because you mess up the alignment of any of these discs and you're going to have really crazy amount of fun trying to put it together. So I got this tightened back up. Later on I will take this bottom off and then wipe it clean and get all the crud and whatever off of it. I gotta go on Amazon and order another bottle of motor oil. Like I said, I don't know what the hell happened, but it was empty one day a long time ago. So the last time I did a score motor, I dumped part of it and I had hardly any left. So yeah, and this is all I got left, but I do need to get the motor version because this motor is a little sticky. It's got I don't know if you can see it too good, but it's got a little sticky. I could probably get away with using this, but I want to get the actual motor version back. It's a thinner oil and it's designed for motors. But yeah, that one is a little sticky. I don't know if it should be that sticky or not, but I'm going to get the right oil and we're going to put it on there and we'll work it back and forth like that. And if it stays like that, I'm guessing that's how it just returns. But yeah, as you can see, it was 3 minutes for me to go through all those. Now I will slowly turn this and watch each one open and close, which that's a whole new fun game in itself, because you're sitting here and you're watching each one open and close. Usually I'll get it so they're open, like this one just dropped, and now I will take my screwdriver and just go underneath and I'll watch them. I'll watch them from the side and see if any one, these are all working good. They're all opened or closing. And yeah, they're all, this whole stack is working perfect. But yeah, one of my friends said, stop doing that. Stop taking the switches off. And he goes, there's a screw on each side. All these are hooked onto the plate. Take each screw off, take that whole plate, and you can just go right through there and you're done. But yeah, that's such an easier job. But yeah, I'm glad you saw that and you're like, hot damn. Like I said, 3 minutes I went through that whole thing. And it works really good if you have a brand new. I just replaced this 443 Dremel bit. I replaced it, and I recommend having a a fresher, newer one when you do these. So maybe when you do the score motors, have a dedicated one just for that, because when these get old and worn out, they get thinner and shorter, and they don't do as a fine job as these need for cleaning. Because you can see I only can get in there on such a little angle, and you want as much bristle and everything as possible. So I'm going to take this bit out and throw it in a box and label it score motor, and then grab another one and use it for everything else, because this I just took out of the box last episode. But yeah, that's about it. And I got a washer here. Wonder what it fell off of. There. I don't know what the hell that fell off of. It's normally like a flipper washer. But I know there wasn't one here, and there was one right... widen you guys out. On here, when I rebuilt it, I know there was one right here, and I put it back. There wasn't one here. So I can tell by right here there's not one. And there's one right here. So I'm guessing this is... Oh yeah, I can see the dust spot right here. You can't really see it. Where's my finger? Right here, there's a dust spot. A perfect dust spot of this. So this has been sitting right in that spot for a long time. So this probably fell off a flipper rebuild or something like that. So when I get to the flippers, I will see if I'm missing one. And if I'm missing one, I'll put it back. If not, I'll just put it in my pile with the rest. But yeah, there's a perfect circle spot where I just picked it up from, where it's been sitting. But Tim, you know that, and Borg Dog, you too, as working on machines, you do find odd, crazy things in these machines. But I think with that, I really don't want to rebuild this one in front of you guys, because we just did a whole thing on rebuilding this one. So why would you guys want to watch that one? This one, I've never seen one of these units before. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, or Borg Dog. Tim, Borg Dog, have you ever seen one of these? This is a flasher unit. This is a Bally bow and arrow. What this does, I will show you another view from the top. This coil will pull in as soon as you turn the machine on. This pulls in, and this motor will just keep this thing spinning the whole time. It'll spin in around and around. As this is pulled in, you can see this is like a brake. This motor will spin around the whole time, and what it does, it flashes lights on the playfield, which is pretty cool. It works as a track mode as the game is not on, as it's just sitting there. And when it's on, I think it's a random bonus generator. So when you land on it, it will click this, and it will let you get that bonus out of it, which is kind of really cool. But I never rebuilt one of these before, and as you can see, it's basically the same thing. This needs a little oil on it too, or maybe it's just, I don't know. But we'll oil that up too. But I've never rebuilt one, so I kind of want to document it on for YouTube as a weird thing. But yeah, look up Bally bow and arrow and watch a gameplay, and you'll see a bunch of lights just flickering on the playfield constantly, and that's what this unit does. So it's like a cool early version of kind of like a track mode almost. But this just runs as soon as the game's turned on. It doesn't start running as you play a game. It runs as the game is on, which is kind of really weird. But it's genius also, and this is like the last years for the EMs, so I'm guessing this is one of those odd things that they said, hey, let's throw on. I can show you how I do this though. So Jones plugs on Bally, these are great for tightening up. I just squeeze them. I push down and squeeze. Push down and squeeze. What that does, it tightens up all these Jones plugs on Bally. So all these will be nice and tight now when I put the plugs in. And I'll show you another thing on Bally. Bally Jones plugs, you only need to clean the outside and the inside of them. That's it. Because this tab, when you plug it in there, it touches, it grabs the back and it grabs the front, and that's it. Doesn't do anything on the side, so don't even waste your time going around. Get in there with your 3M pad and clean the inside and clean the outside, and that's it. Because if you look at a Bally, the way that the tab is, it's got a flat thing on the back, and it's got the other thing on the front, and it's kind of shaped like that. And the Jones plug comes down from the top, and it will spread this apart like that, and that's what I just tightened on there. As you can see, it's kind of got that hook shape to it. You can't really tell good right here. It's got kind of that curve shape. So the inside of, we'll use this Jones plug, the inside is flat like that. And then the part I just bent is kind of cupped shaped like that. So when a Jones plug comes down from the top, it spreads that away. So you're getting a connection here and a connection here, and that's it. So when it's closed, it will be kind of like that, and when the plug goes in, it pushes it away. So yeah, you see people constantly on the forums like, look at my Jones plugs, they're completely polished all the way around, and I'm like, you just wasted all that time. Because if you look how every Jones plug goes together differently, if you look at how they go together, you're just like, wow, you just wasted your time polishing on a whole Jones plug where it only touches two little small parts. But then like on Williams, it just touches the sides of these, which is kind of different. It just pinches the side here and the side here, and that's it. I can't remember what Gottlieb does, but Williams, it just pinches these two sides. So technically, you just clean this side and this side, go all the way down, and that's what's cleaning. It never grabs the front or the back. So yeah, if you look at every Jones plug and how they tighten onto each other, you can see, okay, I just need to clean this little part and then it's done. There's nothing wrong with cleaning the whole thing, but look at, I just showed you at the score motor how I used to do it and now how I do it now. It's a time saver. You don't clean what you don't need to clean. Or clean everything as fast as you can clean it now. 3 minutes versus an hour. But yeah, like I said, I still need to go through and turn this. Remember, these only turn one way with the switches on. They always turn towards you from the top. And then I still have to watch every stack to make sure everyone opens and closes. And then if they don't, then I got to unloosen the screws, take it off, and do a couple little bendings, tighten it back down. But I still need to do this still too. I still recommend this. Going through the score motor and making sure everything is tight. That one got a little bit out of it. But these don't have to be super stupid tight. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now, a lot of these things I've learned from other people. I'm trying to fix my camera, and other things I've just looked at myself and they're like, the hell, you know. But that score motor, I have to give credit to a friend named, his name is Air Aces. He's on what do you call it? His Facebook and YouTube. And here's Last Action Hero with no boards in it. I don't know what's going on with that yet. I'm guessing in about a month I'll find out. Close, damn it. There we go. And then here I got speaker wire and RCA plug so I can do the subwoofer mod. I'll solder wire to the subwoofer in it and then put the RCA cable onto it, and I'll have a 6-foot cord hanging underneath to it, and that way I can plug it into a subwoofer and this thing will pound. And then once I know it's fully working, then I'll buy pin sound for it, and I'll put Kerry Hardy's Captain mix in it, and this game's going to be totally awesome. It's 100 times better playing with pin sound in it versus not pin sound, because the sound on this game is horrible once you hear original. It says Dave has the Captain mix in his. I'm like, man, this thing is awesome. I'm like, that's how it came from the factory. He's like, no, it's got pin sound in it. So if you ever play a game with pin sound in it, you'll think every other machine sucks that doesn't have pin sound in it. But yeah, it is getting, it's like 20 to 4. And I don't want to start something else on here. So what can we do? I guess, crap. I don't have the playfield back. So I guess next week we're just going to do some more cleaning on it, piddly cleaning. Maybe I'll leave that score motor together next week. I'm going to leave the score motor together next week. And I'll order my oil. I'll have it by then. And then we can take the score motor apart the rest of the way. And I can show you how it comes apart and how we can clean it and then put it back together. And then we'll take off the rest of the wood. During the week, I'm going to rebuild this. Which stepper is this? It doesn't say. How many counts does it do? This is the player unit. It's got to be the player unit. It only moves 4 times. This would be player 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this has got to be the player unit. That's the flasher unit. So I think I will just rebuild that, and then leave everything else, and then I'll show how I take apart the board the rest of the way to clean it, and how the score motor comes apart in other pieces so we can clean that. But yeah, I think, because if I don't have something for next week, I'm not going to be able to stream next week because I don't have the playfield back yet. Dave's got other things in life right now to do, so he can't dedicate all the time to the playfield. So I need to message him that I need that thing back in about 2 weeks. And that playfield's kind of jacked up. It's got a lot of cupped inserts. A lot of the paint around the inserts is gone, and it's got some other areas that need touched up real bad. So I'm gonna have to tell him 2 weeks I'll need it. Not next weekend, but the week after. Let's see. Okay, so next weekend will be March 5th. And I'll need it by the 10th. Because the 12th yeah, I can get a weekend in before MGC. So I think that's about it. So as usual, I'm gonna go through my list. Put you over here. Check out Dave's Arcade on Twitch and YouTube. Travis Hoved Gaming, that's HOVDE Gaming. He's on YouTube. He's he streams a lot of PlayStation 5 stuff, so if you're into that. Check out Tanner Walters. He's on YouTube. Check out my buddy Pinball Wizard. He's on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Check him out. He does quick gameplay videos, cool different little pinball game videos that are really super interesting and wild. He does that. Pinball Mayhem, as I've talked about them before. Ed helped me get into streaming for MGC, and Jeremy helped me actually become a YouTuber with the cameras and stuff. Pinball Shenanigans. If you don't know about Pinball Shenanigans on YouTube, yeah, you're hiding under a rock. TurboGrafx 7 is Ryan's page. Ryan and Dave do stream together. Ryan's taking a break right now because he had a baby. Did I miss anybody? I have a question for everybody. I need this answered. I got all these movies here. Focus. I need to watch one of them. So we got 2001 Space Odyssey, License to Kill, The Man with the Golden Gun, Live and Let Die, and The World Is Not Enough. I need you guys to pick one of these for me to watch. So whoever picks first, that's the movie I'm watching. Somebody pick one for me. Please. I need to watch a movie tonight. So somebody pick one of these. This is like a new thing I'm going to do. Just let people pick my movie that I'm going to watch for tonight. So somebody pick one. Come on, pick one. I know there's people out there. Pick one. Pick one. Nobody picks one. I'm just going to go in order they're stacked. Somebody gonna pick one? Pick a movie for me. But yeah, I gotta also stream the winners for MGC. Crap, that's coming up really quick. That's coming up in March 31st through April 2nd, 2023 at the Wisconsin Center. Here's a link for that. Where the hell is it? Right here. Check them out. Go buy your ticket. Get your hotel now. You gotta go. I gotta meet you. Or we gotta meet again. But yeah. You gotta run. That's for... Did you pick... Can you pick a movie for me? Before you take off? Pick a movie. Focus. Of course. Here we go. Pick one of the movies for me to watch. I have to watch one of these. Pick any one. But yeah, check out everybody's got to come to MGC. It's the best show ever. Space Odyssey. Okay, thank you. I will watch that tonight. I just got that one this week, and I've been wanting to watch it for a while, so I will watch that. Thanks, Pinball. What's up? And I'll be talking to you online. We talk all the time. But yeah, check out Pinball on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. He's got 3 of those places. Check them out. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to everybody. I told you to subscribe on here. But yeah, I think we're going to kick it, and I'll see you next week. So we'll finish this board next week. Ugh, I'm all itchy right now from it. So, yeah, I got work to do tonight because I got to work more on that Space Lab. So, take care, everybody, and, okay, I'll sing it. I'll be back next Sunday at 2, and I'll have more pinball ideas for you. And you'll have things you want to talk about, and I will too. So with that, everybody, take care. Have a safe and happy weekend, and I'll see you next Sunday. So thumbs up. Cool stuff here if you're on YouTube, and thanks for watching the whole show. Later.